So I made three circles here. This it would be 7 mm for each. I will drill and make a hole to fix the shaft of my compass. This compass is handmade it by me because I haven't access to buy one professional or precise one. The company made one, but because the limitation makes you more creative, it's I just draw and I try to make one for myself, and it works very fine. So the shaft will be fixed here, so the compass would turn precisely. So I will fix the shaft inside these holes to make my circles for the sound hole and the rosette and the purfling around the circles. So I put some piece of wood here, MDF actually, in order not to go down for drilling. So let's. Okay, it's perfectly match here. Okay, I think it's enough for this one also. Good. Good. After this, I will. I use this piece of MDF to fixing my shaft, the shaft of my compass here on the table. So what I'm gonna do is to fixing the shaft here into my table with my soundboard. And I check everything is nice in the place, everything is fine. Now I set my rotor to 5.5 centimeter. It means I want to make a channel for the sound hole in 11 centimeter for diameter. So the depth of the channel would be 1.2 millimeter. 1 to 1.2 millimeter is completely fine for purfling. Perfect. I would remove a little bit of these extras because it makes some space between the rotor and the wood. Okay, I needed to add more light to the wood because working on a dark wood is a little bit tricky all the time. So I clean almost fine this extras, this piece of wood out of this, and then now I set my compass to make another channel around this channel with 4 to 5 millimeter space between them. So later I will remove this ring, and it would be the main sound hole of the instrument. But the second channel, I a little bit change my rotor to make less because this one is 1.5 millimeter and it's too much for me. I just need 1 millimeter depth for the purfling channel here. So let's make the channel. Perfect. That's very nice. The depth is very good. A little bit more than 1 millimeter. That is completely enough. I don't know if you have experience working with the cedar wood. These red cedars are super soft. I always so scared to working them because softness is unbelievable. Now I set my table and another hole. This small holes would be 4 centimeter in diameter. So I will make a 4 centimeter circle with 3 millimeter space, another channel for purfling around the circles. So I set my rotor. I didn't change the depth. It's 1 millimeter, and just change the diameter. Clean the shavings again. The next step is to clear and make all of these shavings cut with a chisel and have a very nice and clear channels here. All right, now I want to make this purfling rings. I like to talk a little bit more about the mold that I made with the plexi. This is a plexi, same as the size, a little bit more bigger than the ring that I want, to give me some extras to fit them in the purfling grooves actually. So what I'm gonna do is to cutting these strips of wood. These are 2 strips of maple with 1 strip of mahogany wood that I cut that I cut them with my bandsaw in 1 and a little bit more than 1 millimeter with the bandsaw. Then I sand them with my drum sander. This is a handmade drum sander that I built for myself. So after reaching 1 millimeter for each, because the groove is 3 millimeter exactly. So after reaching 1 millimeter for each, I got 3 millimeter for 3 of these strips to make the purfling ring, for making the purfling ring. Also on my mold, I have 2 very small holes to hold the tip of these rings when I hold them on the when I fix them on the mold. So I could start like this, but because the woods are so thin and fragile, so I spray some water. So I sprayed some water on the strips to make them a little bit more easy to bend, because these are very fragile and the water helps us to bend them easily without breaking. Then I start add some glue on 2 of them. And start matching these 2 and then the third one. Very nice. And now I start shaping and putting these rings very nicely around this mold. Then I will cut the extras. Then I will fix another tip here and try to make them organized and uniform, and the mold to have a beautiful purfling ring that we want. Perfect. So this is the process of making the purfling ring. Also, I will do this on these two for smaller holes. Two another rings, same as this one. Let them dry to see what's the next step. The ring of around the main sound hole is ready. I use this blade to scrape some material here and to fit it in a place. So as you see, if I follow the guide exactly, it will sit in the place perfectly, but a little bit gap I see here, which is not good, but I will try to manage that, I think. Oh, that's good. So let's glue the ring. So the rings would be something like this. I will let them dry for some hours, then start shaving them and see to feel any kind of gap or something. We can feel it after shaving.